Hello everybody, I'm PoisonKitty.
And I'm Houkou 16.
And together we are twin from another sin.
Not so many days ago, we had a very good friend of ours who had a birthday. And she is a very big Tim Burton fan.
Mm-hmm.
So we have decided to make a tier list with Tim Burton movies that we have watched for her.
Yeah. So happy birthday to you.
Yes, and you know who you are.
Yeah. We have watched in total 19 Tim Burton movies.
Yes, and I mean we have watched some. We have watched some during the years, but we really seriously started watching Tim Burton movies on purpose this summer and until now because of this.
So it's movies he has either directed or been a part of the production with.
Yes. So we will start off with Beetlejuice.
Yeah, we're taking them in chronological order.
So Beetlejuice, I actually bought the movie for us to watch it. So that was the first Tim Burton movie we really watched together.
Knowing we would make this.
Yeah.
But it was mostly because I have found one of the songs from the musical, and we're both fallen in love with the musical.
Yes. So then was like, we need to watch the actual movie.
Yeah.
I would say I am so surprised. It's a really good movie. It's super weird, but of course it's Tim Burton, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
But it's a really good movie.
For its time, it's really, really good.
Yes. And I also really enjoy Michael Keaton as Beetlejuice. Especially considering that not so long after he's Batman. So I would say great, actually, for Beetlejuice.
Yeah. I don't want to put it up at best, at
No,
least.
me neither, but I think it's great. I could watch that many more times, for sure.
Me too. I kind of want to get it, but yeah.
I get what.
Yeah.
Okay, then we have the first Batman movie. I'm the only one here who has watched the Batman movies.
Yeah, I have almost a religion for not watching Batman movies.
Yeah, but I'm going to show her The Dark Knight at some point. But yeah. Jack Nicholson as Joker in this Batman. I mean, that was when I fell in love with the Joker character. I have not really watched any Batman animations or cartoons or anything. So I have actually only watched the actual movies. So this was the very first time I saw Joker, and it's like, yes, I love him. He is my favorite villain of all time. I would also say, for its time, it's a really good superhero movie, and I think I would put it up, when considering all of the Tim Burton movies, I would put it up with great myself, actually.
Okay.
Yeah. So, then we have
Edward Scissorhands.
Scissorhands.
I think this was the first Tim Burton movie I got on DVD. I'm actually unsure if it's the only one I still have on DVD. No, I have Alice in Wonderland.
It's a good movie. I cry every time I watch it.
It's weird if you're not used to Tim Burton.
Yeah.
It's extremely weird if you're not.
Yeah. I remember Edward Scissorhands as one of the first Tim Burton movies I watched that was not Batman.
Yeah.
So
I think weird. I had watched Nightmare Before Christmas before I watched it, but still, there's no comparison there.
Yeah. But I really do like Johnny Depp as a part of Edward.
I love Johnny Depp and all the movies he's in of Tim Burton.
Yes, indeed. I'm a little bit torn, actually.
I don't feel like it. I can only speak of Beetlejuice, but I'm not sure if I love it as much as I love Beetlejuice.
No, I was exactly thinking the same thing. So, I was torn between great or good, but we can do good.
Yeah.
For Edward Scissorhands.
And good is still good.
Yeah. Okay, so for me again, we have Batman Returns. I also really, really like this movie. Again, part of my childhood. And one of my favorite actors is in this movie, Christopher Walken, who plays one of the villains. One of the lesser villains, but he's still a villain, and I love it. Though there are some certain aspects to it that I would not put it as great as with Batman. Because I feel like the story, at some points, are a little bit more boring. But I really, really like the villains in it. The story itself is good. It just, sometimes it's a bit slow going. But yeah, like the cast is like perfect. So I would put it up with good together with Edward Scissorhands.
Okay. Then we have A Nightmare Before Christmas. His most well-known movie.
Yes.
And that's so funny because he's not the director of this movie.
No. But
it is him that made the story for it.
Yes. And I have watched it twice now. I watched it on Halloween, actually. And I say I did like it way more than I did the first time I watched it, but I also followed the story more this time than the first time, I think.
I have no count on how many times I've watched it. I'm sure I've watched it more than 2 times. I will say it needs to be at best.
Is that only because it's his most known?
No,
because
I like it.
I say
I really like it. I like the songs in it. I like the style.
Yeah, I just feel like the story is missing something. I mean, we can put it at best. That's okay, but I would personally, if this was only me doing this, I would put it at great myself. Because I feel like the story is missing something. Okay, then we have Batman Forever, and again we have villains. We have Jim Carrey as the Riddler, and then we have Two-Face, who's played by Tommy Lee Jones, who is an amazing actor as well. Those two put together as the villain team, it's hilarious. And the story is as good as the first Batman movie, and we get introduced to Robin here as well. Get Robin. So, this one, together with the other Batman movie, I will put it great.
Then we have Mars Attack.
That is a weird movie.
That is a really weird movie. And when we watched it together, I figured out that I have already watched it once, and I was just like, it's still weird.
I had never watched it, and I'm still not really sure what I watched. But it was very...
I know what I watched. It was really weird.
So, I gotta say, it's a very entertaining movie. So if you haven't watched it just for the laughs, seriously, go watch it. I would say it might be okay.
All the Way Down There, I love it more than that. But
oh, really?
Actually, I kind of like this movie. I don't know why.
I don't think I will ever watch it again unless someone actually asks me.
Sad, because it is worth more than one watch, which I, for some reason, have.
I mean, I can't stand how stupid the humans are. I would say okay. It would really be a stretch for me to put it at good.
Okay, we can say okay. Even though it hurts me because I would at least put it up at good. And then we have James and the Giant Peach. See, this is weird. Okay, you were quick to put it there.
I don't like it. I don't like anything of it. It doesn't make any freaking sense.
I like Mr. Centipede. I don't know why I like
that's the only character I like.
Mr. Centipede was great.
Okay, only for him, but only because it's him. This is like, seriously, it's one of the most stupidest movies I have ever watched. I felt like I was going to be more stupid after watching it than I was before watching it. Like, what were they on? Did they just eat so many peaches that they couldn't think straight?
I actually think James and the Giant Peach are based on it's based on a child's novel.
Well, say children are the ones with the fantasies. I gotta say, this is one hell of a fantasy. Okay, I would put it at bad, as you can see. Do you agree?
Yeah. I can agree on that. I'm not sure I will watch it again.
Okay, then we have Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah.
So, I loved this one.
Yeah, it was good.
I really did enjoy it. I mean, I enjoyed it way more than I thought I would. The story was a bit confusing though at times, I gotta say. Like it was sometimes difficult to like keep track of who was who of all the older people.
I had such a hard time with. There was so many characters.
Yeah, exactly.
And they were all kind of important.
Yeah, and they were all. I mean, some of them looked a bit alike. Also, so it's like. But again, we have Christopher Walken. Personally, I would put it up at good.
Yeah.
Okay, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I watched this one once.
I think I watched it more than once, but it's a long time ago, and I have never watched the original movie.
I have never watched the original one. I knew what I was getting into, but still it amazed me. Like, what was going on? inside that
Yeah.
factory.
If they were on peaches with James and the giant Pete, they were on chocolate in this one.
Oh yes. I mean, it's an interesting story. It's a funny story.
Yeah.
And weird, and well, it's just so Tim Burton.
It's very Tim Burton.
Is it also a good movie?
Yeah, I think
Together
it's
with
a
the others,
good...
yeah. Now we come to the second last one that only I have watched. Corpse Bride.
Mhm.
Well, it's a good story actually. Very good, good animation, good.
I'm so sad I haven't watched it.
Yeah,
I really want.
really, it's very good actually. I was surprised. One thing I didn't like about it was the ending. It ended a little bit too sudden for me. Otherwise, I don't really have anything bad to say about this movie. So it's a great movie. I would say, like it has a little bit like The Nightmare Before Christmas over it. Like
Yeah,
the vibe.
that's all what I hear.
Yeah. Okay. And then we have Sweeney Todd.
I've watched this once with you.
Yes, I showed it to Houkou. And what did you think about that?
I actually really like this one.
Yes, I do
Even though
too.
I only watched it once, I still can see the scenes when we hear the songs at your place and
Yes.
stuff like.
Exactly. Like the songs are good, and the story, I really love the story, and I also kind of love. I mean, it's not really a plot twist, but there is sort of a plot twist in it, which I really like. It's a really good movie, and I would put it up with the best that he has made.
Okay, I agree on that. Because I was just looking at the ones that grade, and I'm just like, it's better than
It's
that.
better. So let's continue. From Sweeney Todd, we go to Alice in Wonderland. So from the barber to the Mad Hatter. How big is the difference anyway? Okay. I love Alice in Wonderland. I don't know why it took me this long to watch it, because I only watched both of them recently. It took me way too long, and I love the original story, Alice in Wonderland. I have read it twice. I have even been in a play about Alice in Wonderland. I also love the cartoon Disney Alice in Wonderland. And of course, I also love this one, in particular the Mad Hatter, because well, he is my favorite character. And I will put it at best.
I am not disagreeing on that either. I actually also really like. I don't remember that much about it, but I do remember. I feel like it was really good.
I was so positively surprised. I mean, watching Alice in Wonderland and the sequel were like the best movies I watched of all of these while we have been doing this. Now we have the last one, which you have not watched. Abraham Lincoln the Vampire Hunter. I have only watched this once, and that was when it came to the cinemas. And from what I can remember, I was positively surprised. But it's definitely not among the best or the greatest at all. I am a bit in doubt if it was okay or if it was good, actually, but I'm looking at the ones of it good, and I'm thinking I will put it at okay.
Okay. Then we have Dark Shadows.
I love this one.
I remember I felt like it was really weird that one time I have watched it.
It's a weird movie. It's also, again, it's very Tim Burton.
But I also watched it before I knew much about Tim Burton.
Yeah. I mean, if you watch it with the mindset that you know it's Tim Burton who made it, I would say it's less weird. The story could use some adjustments here and there.
I remember that because I remember I was very confused watching most of it.
Yeah, I have watched it. I think it's 3 times I have watched it, and I mean, it gets better the more you watch it.
That sounds right.
Yeah. Again, of course, it's not up with the best.
No.
And I'm looking at the grade ones. I don't even think I would put it there, but I would put it with the good ones.
Yeah. Good. I was at good and okay.
Yeah.
I have only watched it once.
I say it's better than Abraham Lincoln.
Okay.
Frankenweenie. It's not as good as the other animated, for sure.
No. Sadly, it isn't.
Yeah. I found the story to be a little bit boring. Like, I didn't feel like enough happened. Up until, I mean, the end, a lot of things happened, but up till that moment, it was a little bit repetitive.
It is also really, really weird to watch a movie
in black and
from
white.
yeah from 2012 in
Yeah,
black
yeah.
and white.
Yeah.
But I liked all the references. It was like every monster you know of was kind of represented in one animal.
The references were good. I just don't feel like it's as good as the ones we have put up at good.
Yeah, I think you may be right. It's a very artistic movie.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely worth a watch if you haven't watched it.
Yeah.
But it is going at okay. Then,
You almost have already said where you want to put this.
yeah, Alice Through the Looking Glass, for me, it's up with the best because for me, it's as good as the first one. It's very rare I say this about a number 2 movie
But it
like
is
the
really,
second.
really good.
It is really good. So I will put it up with the best.
Yeah.
And then we have Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children.
X-Men meets Slenderman meets
My Hero Academia.
My Hero Academia.
Yeah, those were the 3 movies I also thought about. X-Men, My Hero Academia, Slenderman. Yeah. So that's an interesting mix, I gotta say. But not in a bad way.
No, this is a movie where you don't need to know that Tim Burton made it.
No. And I was very positively surprised.
I don't know why, but I really love this one.
Yes.
Maybe it's just because I watched it today, so it's
I mean,
really in my mind.
it's a really good fantasy. Yeah, I also watched it the day that we were recording this video.
Yeah, I was just like, you need to watch this one before we make this.
Yeah, and so I did.
I can't be the only one that has watched this.
Exactly. And it's a really good movie. I like the whole X-Men kind of thing they did here. with the children
really
having powers.
The plot was also to follow along too, so you didn't have to watch it again to understand what's happening.
It's a fantasy movie, but not one of the overly complicated ones.
Yeah, they are good at explaining the universe, and I must say that I loved all their powers.
Yes, me too.
I really want to put it up at best.
I was thinking more great. You know what? No, we can put it up at best. I need someone to agree with me that Dumbo is not that good. It's better than the original.
Yeah.
I gotta say that. I still don't like it. And I never really have liked Dumbo at all. I do like that they put their attention to the circus aspect of it all. I do like that. But here's the thing. And this is going to shock the people who know me because you know that I love villains. I hated this one. He was stupid. He made some stupid choices on the way in this movie.
He did. He really did. I just mean he had all the tools to make Dumbo his.
Yes.
And he didn't. He decided to throw that one tool away and just say nope.
So I really didn't like this villain, and that's so weird to say, but
that's why you don't like it. Now I get why you don't like it so much.
It's
because if you hate the villain, you just hate the movie in general.
It's one of the reasons. There are more reasons. I will not put it up at better than good, but personally, if it was me, I would only put it at okay.
I'm at okay myself because I don't feel like it's comparing to
exactly.
the other one.
Exactly.
But it has the same kind of charm that Frankenweenie has. So.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, I think that wraps it up for this time. I hope you enjoyed our tier list of Tim Burton movies that we had watched.
Yeah.
And if you did. And if you did, please like and subscribe.
And ring the bell.
And we will see you guys in the next video. Bye!
Bye!
Due to some personal issues, we don't know when we will out with the next video, but it will be within the next couple of weeks. Thank you so much for understanding, and we will see you next time.